Hi, Celine. This is Brother Olson. I hope things are going well for you right now, and that this last week of the semester is a good experience for you. I look forward to reading your essay. So let's go ahead and get started. My faith in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. I was baptized in Methodist Church of Ghana when I was a baby, and I grew up with my siblings in the same church till my grandparents got converted and joined the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. A situation may have it, my father died as the Lord has planned it. Because of that, I was asked by my mother to move to my grandparent after the death of my father at a tender age of 9 years. Moving to my grandparents was an attempt to lessen the burden and the workload on my mother as a single parent. In reality, we were two girls born to our parents, and we had two relatives who were living with us. I became a member of this church through my grandparents. This became necessary when I moved to stay with my grandparents at the age of 10. I was baptized in the church in the year 23rd April 2005, and I was confirmed on 1st May 2005. Okay, so it's first of all, I find it really interesting to read this. It's we all come from different backgrounds, and yours is much different than mine. Different country, different everything. Different church, right? And so I think that's good. I think this is one of the reasons why we have this assignment is to just talk about ourselves, right? To share personal stories and experiences that just add to the overall narrative of the lives that we all live. And that's what you're doing. And I think that's great. Some things to talk about, though, academically and with grammatically and things like that. Focus. I don't know. I don't want to point out too many things. Probably one thing for sure. I'm not sure what you're trying to say here. I think you're trying to say that becoming or getting baptized in the church was a necessary part of your well-being or something like that. And so what I would suggest is at the end of this paragraph right here at the beginning, put a sentence that explains exactly what you're trying to say here, because obviously putting in your own words is going to make it the most effective. And then just as far as commas and things like this, I don't know. If you were to read this out loud, like I have been doing, I think your ear kind of tends to pick up on some things, like maybe you're missing an S, or it may not be completely, clear what you're saying or writing. And if you can do that, it'll help just reading out loud your writing. Like I say, though, it's so interesting. It really is to read this. So I'm going to keep reading. All right. So this is where I am so happy with your writing. It's so beautiful when you talk about all these challenges, money and support and emotional, just estrangement and all of these challenges that you've had to face and overcome in your life. And yet what stands strong and pure is your testimony of the church, that despite kind of being on your own, you became, as you say, self-reliant, both temporal and spiritual things. Selena, I hope you appreciate how important that is, because that is what this life is all about, right? To be self-reliant in both spiritual and temporal affairs. And as we do the best we can, Heavenly Father blesses us. It takes a lot of faith and effort. We can't give up. And I don't think anyone has it easy either. The Lord certainly does not, plan on it being easy. He knows it'll be challenging, but He gives us sources of strength and help, just like you point out, right? Wonderful. And it's interesting as your spiritual kind of self comes out, the grammar gets better, like this last sentence. I bear you my testimony that we have a living prophet and gospel. If we obey their counsels and endure the end, we will inherit the highest glory at the last day. I want to say, leave this with you in Jesus' name. So the Spirit's there. Grammar's coming, right? You'll get there too as you keep studying. But very beautiful scene. I hope you know that.